Good afternoon.
Look at the opponent and the history, the coaching, all those things. First, some of your thoughts on the matchup with Steelers.
What's your question?
First, your thoughts on the matchup with the Steelers, thinking of the opponent, the coaching, all those things. That
We're excited for the matchup versus the Steelers. Really great team. Nothing but a ton of respect. All right, for Coach Tomlin and the success that he's had in the league. How he's done it for such a long time. He's a guy who definitely have always looked up to, always respected him. Always has his teams ready to go. Well coached, physical outfit. Like they're gonna play tough. And it was really cool to see how they won that game last night. Just pure will, determination, found a way to win. Had things go their way. Aaron's done a good job there at the quarterback position. Defense has always played tough. So we're excited about the opportunity.
I know you guys have bigger goals, but what can you say about your defense since it ended the regular season as the best defense in franchise history?
Our defense did a really nice job throughout the entire year, limiting points specifically. That's what makes you a good defense. Also, playing well in the passing game. But we didn't end the year well defensively. When it comes to giving up explosive plays, is really not good enough defensively. So we got to do a much better job if we want to advance and play longer in the playoffs. We got to play much better defense. So it didn't end how it should have.
With 18 weeks now behind you, what have you learned most about your team? How have you seen this team evolve, change, and kind of grow through the year?
Look, our team has been through a lot. And what I would say about our team is, it really doesn't matter. Any kind of way the game shapes up, whatever we need to do to win the game, we find a way to win the game. So it's the resiliency with our team. That's what sticks out to me the most about our guys. It's the close-knit group that we have. Guys are close, guys are tight, guys play for each other. That's all you can ask for.
Some of the difficulties in playing against the Aaron Rodgers quarterback who's pretty much seen every defense, that throughout, from defensive coordinators throughout the league.
Yeah, Aaron's, he's done it at a high level for a long time because he's probably one of the smartest quarterbacks to play the game. Does a really good job, understands defense really well. But for us, that doesn't change. We got to go out. It's about the guys that are playing. Like it's about our guys just playing together collectively, going against a really good opponent.
Do you have any kind of relationship with Mike, and did he give you any advice or words when you first started this role at Houston?
I've always, kept in touch with Mike as we, get together throughout the owners' meetings, everything. Just always, very complimentary of what we're doing here. Just always positive. That's the thing I say. Always positive. Always great encouragement from a guy who's done it at a level that everybody would seek to do it. Like you've had over 20 years of winning seasons. Like not many people can do that. He's done it. He's stuck around at one place, probably the longest tenured head coach right now in the NFL for a reason, because he knows how to win.
What are your thoughts on Arthur Smith and the way he operates an offense and attacks the defense?
I haven't dived into their offense that much, to be honest with you, so we'll see how that goes throughout the week.
You mentioned the explosive plays kind of happening late. What did you find was the reason for some of, I guess specifically for the last game?
Yeah, from our last game, it's too many busts. Guys not being where they're supposed to be, doing what they're supposed to do, and when you bust plays and coverages, you give up big plays.
What's the biggest difference about the playoffs? You say it's a new season and you start over. What's the biggest difference about playoff football?
Yeah, the biggest difference is those details and those fine, techniques that we talk about all the time. If you're not on it, you get exposed. You can end up in a pretty tough situation that's harder to climb out of. So we know these games they're going to be tight, they're going to be tough. Everybody's in the playoffs for a reason. Everybody's earned that opportunity to get into the playoffs. So for me, it's everybody just has to tighten up on what we're doing. Right? Offensively, defensively, special teams wise, we all have to tighten up. Starting with us as coaches, we got to tighten up to make sure we're all on the same page and make sure that our players, everybody knows exactly what they should be doing and how to get it done.
That's a really tough stadium to kick in Pittsburgh. What gives you faith that Kaimi can handle those things on the road, on grass, etc.?
Yeah, I have all the faith in the world in Kaimi. No matter where we are, it's tough anywhere to kick the football. If anybody's tried kicking a field goal, let me see you make one. It's tough anywhere, no matter you're inside or outside. If you're on ESPN trying to kick it on College Game Day, it's tough to kick a field goal. So it's we'll see how it shapes out when we get there.
Woody said he was really proud of how his patience has shown up in his game, and that's something he improved on later in the year. Where does that kind of show up for him, and how does that help him at the running back spot?
Who did you say?
Woody Marks says his patience at the position has helped him really kind of grow the back end of the season.
I think Woody is, and throughout the year, I feel like he's gotten better with the more reps that he's getting. And in game, I feel like Woody, he does a better job the more times he touches the football, right? He's always going forward, always gaining positive yards, and that patience comes with, setting up your blocks. Right? You have to do a good job setting up your blocks to put you in position to make guys miss at certain times, and Woody has done a good job of that.
The Steelers were able to get T.J. Watt back last night. They also have Alex Highsmith on the other side. Just what are your initial thoughts on their pass rush and what the challenges there?
Yeah, you guys are fired up by the Steelers, huh? Man, can't wait. They're great pass rush. Both guys, T.J. Watt's one of the all-time sack leaders in the NFL for a reason. Great bloodline. He had a guy who can teach him how to do it, and his brother JJ. So he's a really good player, good pass rush. Also Highsmith. Highsmith doesn't get enough credit, I think, for the production and how disruptive he is as a pass rusher as well. So you want to play good defense, you have to have two good pass rushers, and they have that.
How healthy is your
On the other side, you guys obviously have a really strong pass rush. How important do you think that will be in this game coming up?
Yeah, for us, and how we played, defense all year, it's really predicated on how we get after the passer, and that's starting with Will and Daniil and what they do off of the edge, and always our interior guys with how they're collapsing the pocket, and that'll be really important this week as well. How can we disrupt the passer as much as possible, right, to make it difficult for him to put us in advantageous positions to go and take the football away.
Does experience make it the playoffs? I know you don't want to go back to before, but having players that have been there, coaches that have been there, how much does that help?
I think when you have the experience that our group has, we have a lot of guys who've been there, a lot of guys know what to expect. So it's not our first rodeo for a lot of guys. So I would lean in on that experience from our guys, just having conversations right on the side. Nothing formal that we need, but just guys just talking, as we're in walking and passing, guys just letting each other know like what it's gonna be like. The intensity is gonna pick up. Right, the importance of every single play is going to pick up, and as long as our guys are sharing that information to each other and everybody's just prepping the right way and how we go out and practice the right way, like, hey, we know it's win or go home, everything is on the line, everybody understands that. And for me, when you get in these games, you don't start trying to do something that you haven't done before. Right, you just lean in on what you've been training from training camp, and you lean in on that and you do that the right way, that puts you in position to win the game.
You enunciated all your components, your coaching, your training staff and everything, but watching the game last night with the moisture and at that time of night, your equipment, man, would probably be just as important, if not more important, because I saw some guys slipping last night on that turf. Will that be an additional thing that y'all gonna have to watch? At least the equipment man's gonna have to watch coming in Monday night.
For sure, our equipment staff is very vital, especially when you're playing, on the road on different surfaces. You have to make sure the footing make sure our footing is really good, and that comes with those guys making sure we have everything we need. And our guys, our staff, equipment staff does an outstanding job making sure our guys have everything they need and more. We pack a lot of stuff. So we'll be prepared for that. But specifically, the footing is the main thing. You want to make sure you have the proper cleats so you can have sure footing.
Did you see the priest with the holy water with the very end zone?
What's the question?
Did you notice that
What's
on
the
TV?
question?
Follow up to Kim's question a little bit when you talk about turning the page and getting ready for the energy you guys are going to see in the postseason. When it comes to the rookies specifically, is it a message you deliver to them, or do you rely on the veterans to pull these guys aside?
Oh yeah, I'll deliver the message to everyone and make sure we're set, ready to go. Specifically for our rookies, making sure they understand they understand the moment, right? And the main thing for our rookies is understanding that you have to take advantage of this moment. You don't know when they come around. Like, it's not just because you suit up, you're gonna make it every single time. You got to go earn your right to get in there. We earned it. Now, what do you do with that? For our rookies, they just have to go and keep getting better. I think a lot of our rookies have done a good job all year of steadily improving, and that's what we want to see throughout the playoffs as well.
A little bit to that point, how do you approach the message when it comes to, like, hey, we're 4 wins away from our ultimate goal, or do you still stay real tunnel vision? And I kind of ask that because, certain college coaches let their teams cut down the nets before the season starts to envision, like, what it would be like. And Will Anderson yesterday talking about we're 4 wins away. Like, what's your personal approach to that?
It's all about one game, right? That's all we can handle, and that doesn't change for me. It's all about one game. So we go and handle the one game we have right now. You go and handle it the right way, then you earn the opportunity to get one more game, and you keep going. That's the message.
Odds are Vegas has you all favored in this game, but the story throughout the weekend, as you can see throughout this press conference, has been the Steelers and Aaron Rodgers and Mike Tomlin and things. Going into this, do you feel like your team is still kind of like the underdog, but nobody's still talking about the Texans?
I don't know. I don't have time to listen to it all. If we're the underdogs, if we're not, all those things. That's for everyone else, all right, to talk about, to decide, to debate throughout the week, have some spirited arguments about it. For us as a team, it doesn't drive anything I do when it comes to messaging. It doesn't drive anything for me when it comes to actually executing football, right? When the ball is snapped, nobody cares if you were underdog or you were the favorite. It doesn't matter. It's about how are you executing in the moment.
You're going to have a lot more close games in the playoffs whenever you're in it. You had 12 of them this year, 5 on the front side. Didn't go your way, and the last 7 it did. Do you think the team's already been in that mode of this is how it's going to be? We have to be the team that knows how to make the plays at the end to win.
Our guys know how to win football games, and that doesn't change, right? Because we're in the playoffs, we've been in that mode for a while now. Every game has been important for us. Everything has been about, all the marble. That's what it's been. That's our season. That's what it's been for us to fight back, to get into a spot, to even have this opportunity, right, to play in the playoffs. So our mindset is not changing now that we're in.
Offense start with go ahead, John.
Yeah, having been in this situation before, having won games the way you all won, having built the team the way you all have built, do you feel like that has better prepared you for this moment than previously?
I feel like I've always been prepared for every moment. It's not that I'm better prepared because we've been through it before. I've been here for the past several years. I've been in the playoffs before I got here, so I've been prepared for this moment and ready for it.
All your offensive plays this year, of course, start with your center with Jake Andrews. What have you seen from the growth of Jake and kind of the evolution of the relationship with him and CJ as they work more together?
Jake has done a good job of setting the table when it comes to the protections, the mic points, ID, and up front he's done a good job of communicating, which is what we need. You need a guy up front who is loud, can communicate, make sure everybody's on the same page, and Jake has done that for us.
This will be the first time the Texans play a playoff game to open up Wild Card Weekend. What's from your experience as a player and a coach, what's the biggest differences between playing at home in the playoffs versus playing on the road in the playoffs?
When you're in the playoffs, to me, it's, you always would love to be in front of your home crowd, right? That's why they call it home field advantage, right? When your home crowd can be rowdy and loud on, those significant plays, third down, red zone, you can have that crowd noise really cranking and really disrupting the flow of the opponent's communication. That's important when you're at home. We don't have the luxury of having that this year. But you go on the road in the playoffs, what's different? Hey, it's you against everybody else in their stadium. And we went on the road this year. I feel like our guys have handled ourselves. Our team has handled themselves pretty well on the road this year. Understanding that, again, it goes back to us being in the moment, executing, playing together. We won't have that crowd support, but that's okay. You still have to find a way to figure it out, find a way to win football games, and we've done that on the road. And I mean, with big challenge on Monday night versus the Steelers, and we're excited about it versus a really tough crowd who we know they're going to be loud, and it's going to be a really great environment, cool environment for our guys who haven't seen that before. It's going to be a really great environment for them to witness. All right, cool.